one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Must tell, went out into the snow, and on my back I fell. The gent was riding by in a one-horse open sleigh. He laughed as there I sprawling lie, but quickly drove away. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh.
Hello. How's everyone doing this evening? I am out of my regular time slot, and I'm sure I've disrupted your week as well by doing a show Sunday morning, a show for the wee ones, and a special show this evening for the he ones. And so there's a lot of last minute scrambling done perhaps, but you know, shopping can be done not just for the Christmas holiday season, but also for just any time. So let me just get rid of that ticker tape. And who in the comments section? Oh, my mom is kicking it off. My mom is Elsie Petrina, and you can see in the comment section there. So she's saying hello to everyone. And I know the feedback from those of you who I've spoken to about this, you just love it when my mom joins the show, and that's part of the highlights. And see, some people are giving now hearts. Love it when you give share the love and share the post, and don't forget to call up your family and friends. If you do push the share button on this video, I think it might be at the bottom of the screen there somewhere. It does invite other people to join us. And Facebook, as I mentioned in the last couple of shows, they're looking to make money during this holiday season big time. And they've really raised their rates of advertising. So to help us broadcast our show, their rates have gone way up. And if you don't do it, they're not circulating our posts to many, just a small fraction of our followers. So anything you can do to like or share the post, comments make a difference too. So just say hello and Merry Christmas, and that'll give the show a bit of a boost. So pretty easy to do, much appreciated. And this is a team sport, because I can't be doing this without your support, and you are part of my soul tribe for coming back, watching the show. And Anne is there. Hi, Anne. Thank you for joining us this evening. And our numbers show that there's others there as well. Don't be shy. It's just lovely to know who is joining us. But I have a long list of things that I've assembled for this evening's show, and so I probably won't take too long, other than responding. Barb is joining us. Hello. And Linda saying hello to all. And Carol, here we go. We've got some momentum happening. So remember, press share, send some love by liking it or giving it a heart, and call up a friend or two. I've got a long list, as I was mentioning, of products to show you this evening, and hopefully you can hang in here. If not, there's always, you can go back and watch a replay if you missed some of the show, or perhaps you're joining it late. So shall I get started? Why not? So welcome. Welcome. This is a Monday evening special edition of Shop with Diane. My normal time slot is Thursday at 7 p.m. But I took a look at the calendar a week ago, and realized, oh my God, I'm running out of time. Not just in my own Christmas preparations, but time to show you, the customer, my friends, what we have here in the store. And so yesterday, Sunday morning at 11, I came live on Facebook and YouTube to show you what gift ideas we have for the wee ones, the little ones. So if you didn't watch that one, you can go to the Take a Hike Facebook page, the Take a Hike and Take Two Boutique Facebook page, or the Shop with Diane YouTube channel and see what you missed. Get that children's list completed. It's also a lot of fun. There's some puppets in there and all sorts of cute things to offer. So this evening, though, we are focusing not on the wee ones, on the he ones, the men who may be on your shopping list. And it's not just for Christmas gift giving. There's birthdays, or just maybe somebody needs a wardrobe pickup, and we can help you out with that. So I'm going to go and show you a long list of products that I have here in the store. If you're interested in making a purchase, what you can do in the comment section is indicate, hey, Diane, I would love a pair of those red toe socks in size large, for example. And what I'll do after the show is just get back in the comment section to you and say, hey, I have a pair. I'll set them aside for you. Or perhaps I'll say, I'm sorry, it's a little late, and we have sold out. So I'll confirm with that. But you're going to have to come by and pick those up before Christmas. And I think, Lori, you're watching the show this evening from Southern Ontario and have been assembling some products here for me to ship to you. So that can be done as well. But we're running out of time. So shipments of $50 or more might be worth it to get me to the post office to do it. But you can also phone me or text me. So do you remember the days when we were shy to give out our phone number, our cell phone number? My goodness. So what is it? Here's my cell. It's 807-628-4334. It's 807-628-4334. I carry it most of the times now with me, so you can certainly reach me that way to place your orders, confirm your pickups, and so on. So let's get the show moving. There is going to be a show Thursday evening as well at 7 o'clock, and that is going to be, our focus is going to be stocking stuffers. So you want to catch that as well. So let's keep the show moving forward. This is a one-woman show, so I'll be scrambling all over. So our product number one, okay, some of you have been into the store over the last couple of weeks during our pop in and shop events and said, Diane, I need another pair or two of those awesome pants that my husband or my partner is wearing. Oh my goodness, he just loves them, but I need to get him another pair. What are these pants? They're pants that men absolutely love, and it is from the brand Cool. And we've been carrying this brand for a number of years, and we had a promotion a number of years ago, a couple of Christmases, and our goal was to have 100 men in the month of December come into the store, try on the pants, and see what they thought. Well, 80-90% of them absolutely loved them, ordered them, or bought them. First of all, their spouse, who is often in the store, a girlfriend was in the store, saying, excuse me, that's my husband. He does not go into change rooms to try things on. What is it that you've done to him? Well, I was offering, if they just tried on the pants, I'd donate a pair of socks to children in need. So he's helping out. But why are these pants, why are they so terrific? Well, they are made in different materials. The one I'm showing you right now is a heavy cotton fabric. And I don't have a lot of room back here to show you. But first of all, with stretch clothing, you have a lot of freedom of movement in your pants, and women have discovered stretchy fabrics well before most men. So men in their pants seem to be all bound up. They don't have a lot of freedom of movement, but this company Cool has ergonomically designed a pair of pants that, without a lot of the stretch, gives them that freedom of movement. So how do they achieve that? Well, I'm going to show you first of all. let me hold these up. I do not have room behind. I'm behind a counter here. So here's a pair of pants, for example. Now, what gives them some freedom of movement, first of all, in the gusset area, or in the crotch area, there's a gusset. Now that gives men more room and comfort. That's kind of why some men wear baggy pants. They need more room. Why, when they sit down, do they always have to hike up their pants? Because they need more room. And so that is giving them more room, first and foremost. Now, the other thing about these is the legs are not straight. They're actually curved. You can see the leg, but it's got some seams here that bend them, and that's called articulation. So when they squat down, their knees aren't breaking the threads in the front of their knees. Have you ever wondered why it is that men's knees wear out on their pants when they're not crawling on the ground, and yours don't seem to work that way? Well, that is because they're just putting so much pressure in the knee area. So that curvature gives them some freedom. Now, on the back of some of the pants, this is the back of it's the bottom of the pant leg, but they're here in this particular pant. It has double layer at the back, where men often wear out the backs of their pants. So that gives it extra durability as well. On this particular style, they've done a double layer here where pants will often wear out as well. Inside, there is a very sort of chamois finished, comfortable fabric that's on the waist. It's a little curved, so it's going to hang on to the waist better. They have a snap here, which is a European snap that is very secure and stays done up as well. What else can I tell you about these pants? So because they have the freedom of movement, when they squat down, their pants don't slip down at the back. You got, all of you aren't plumbers, but somehow you got the plumber's butt going on because your pants are slipping down. So these stay up and are comfortable. I have them in various sizes, various inseams, 30-inch inseam, 32, 34-inch inseam. So I have a lot of 40, 34-inch inseams for the tall guys, but they also make them in 3 girths. They have a relaxed full fit for those gentlemen who have bigger thighs and backsides, you know, all of those who are football players, hockey players, or just because. They also have them in a leaner trim fit, not a skinny jean fit, but a leaner fit, and then one in between called the classic fit. So what I'd like to do is if you just get the gentleman's waist size, inseam, give him an extra look up and down and see if he a lean trim, or he's got bigger thighs and backside, or is he just kind of in between, and I'll help you find a pair of pants. The price of these generally are around $95 to maybe $120, but we have them on 30% off. So that's going to bring down the price to about $57 to $72. That's sounding pretty good, isn't it? So product number 1 on the best gift ideas for the men on your list are the cool pants. So number 2 items. In a pair of pants, you're often carrying a wallet. And a long time popular item for us are these aluminum cased wallets. I just have some remaining in color black, in a gray, and this is kind of like a gray-white color. So 3 colors. Of course, these are unisex. And I should mention, there are some gals who get a better fit in a men's pants. So if you're one of those gals, don't be afraid to come and check out what we have. But these are aluminum cases, and the importance of having an aluminum case, this is a RFI blocking wallet. Now, RFI stands for radio frequency identification. So your credit cards, other cards that have a ability to have a card reader read it, those kinds of cards, people have devices that they can read your cards if they're not protected, but aluminum will protect that for you. So the price of this particular type of wallet, which it should show you the inside. It's got multiple dividers to carry multiple cards. I can't tell you how many people come into the store and say, "Oh, Diane, I bought those from you, and those are the best wallets going." So $10.95. Let me know if you would like an aluminum wallet, card carrier, and it is in colors black, gray, and sort of sandy white color. And Glenda's putting in possible order for the pants, and if I recall, Glenda, I think we're looking for a leaner fit, if that's correct, but I'll do some checking and let you know what I do have. I think I didn't bring anything in since Dan just got the last pair, but maybe he's different size this time. We will check for sure. Next thing what we have is, how's the signal out there? I'm getting a little notice that my signal is a little weak, and I don't know what that is for the internet. So hopefully I'm coming through well, and I see more people joining us this evening in the unexpected Monday evening episode of Shop with Diane. I will be back on Thursday, though, for the regular time slot. But this evening we are doing gifts for the gentleman on your list. Now, if that wallet wasn't the one that you wanted, we do have these as well. And it's kind of faux leather. It's not real leather. But this, too, is a RFI protective wallet. RFI, yes. It's actually polyurethane, which is, you'll find a number of products that look like leather are made of polyurethane. If it's polyurethane, it's not going to turn hard in the cold. But this has a main slot here, one sleeve here on one side and two on the other. So it doesn't hold as many cards, but it is nice and slim. The price of these were $9.95, but I have a few left over from our Black Friday show special, the marathon show. Remember that? The 2.5 hour show. Well, they're just $5. So if you'd like one of those, please let me know. The next item that we have is, oh, okay. I can't believe I have this. This is a lovely, lovely, lovely sweater. Oh my goodness. Now, wouldn't I look great next to a man in this sweater? Don't we go together as a really nice couple? Oh my gosh. So this is from Woolrich, and it's size extra large, and it is a beautiful cardigan with the collar, with the leather covered buttons, and the price of this was $165, but it is marked down to $90. So hey gents, you want to impress this gal? Get yourself a sweater like this, and who knows where this will go. But anyways, or ladies, if there is a gentleman in your life and you think he'd look absolutely terrific in this, please let me know. So this is from Woolrich. So continuing on, just have a few remaining of these buffs, and in the camo version of these. What is a buff? Well, a buff is a, here's one that has been kicking around the store for a number of years. Yeah, we sold them for a number of years, and this was a demo one that we had that I came across. So these are made in Spain. Each buff uses up two 1-liter plastic pop bottles. So it's using recycled materials. It's tubular in shape without any seams, and it can be configured into numerous pieces of headgear. And I can show you a couple of those. So I'm going to show you this. Now, these are absolutely great sellers. The price of the ones that are camouflaged, because they are licensed product from Mossy Oak is the company. The original price is $28, but I'm going to clear those three out for $20. So maybe you don't need the whole explanation if you're familiar with these people. You just recognize it as a great price. So in the comment section, don't be afraid. Hey, say, Diane, I'll take a camo one. So I've just doubled this up and can wear it around my neck, rather just to take the chill away, also just to perhaps add a little style and color. But I can certainly use it as a face mask doubled up like that. That's really helpful. It was designed, these buffs originally, for use by motorcyclists. So it was designed to fit under a helmet quite comfortably, and you can do it just like this. But not just for motorcycles, people are wearing helmets for skating, for skiing, snowboarding, all sorts of activities. So it's going to fit nicely and comfortably under a helmet. Now, if you grab the halfway point in the neck area and tuck part of it under and the other part up, you can turn this into a balaclava. Hey, no, I don't give anybody ideas. It could also be used as a headband. It could be used, if you have longer hair, as a scrunchie. It could be used as a hat. So it could be done simply like this. And it can be hung back there, it can be tied in a knot, can be tucked underneath, and give you just a light layered, a light hat. Now, people with who may have lost their hair to going through chemotherapy and so on, these would be terrific for as well. But you can also use these by, if I turn this inside out and give it a little twist in the center and invert it over itself, you can make it into a 2-layer hat like that. So lots of ways to wear the buff. As I said, I have 3 remaining in camouflage, and this one is, if anybody is into hunting, and this one in the pattern is called Duck Blind. This one here is all in brown tones, and this one here has some green in it. So great pricing for anyone who just might like the look of camouflage, but also for a hunter. Very practical and well priced. So next item on our special edition of Shop with Diane with gifts for the guys, which we're calling the he ones, because yesterday, Sunday, I did a show for the wee ones, a children's show. So if you missed that, you can go back and check that as well. So what we have next, since I'm messing up my hair, why don't I continue on and mess it up with hats? So this is a really popular hat that we have from Brit's Knits. And although women have purchased it, they categorize it as one of their favorite men's hats. So it's a little bit roomy as well. Perhaps if you have a larger head, doesn't mean that you need to have a larger head to fill this out, but it's called the Harbor hat, and it's got, it's made out of acrylic, and inside, look at this, it's got this really plush fleece lining to it. So the combo like that just makes it very, very comfortable and a great look. I just have one remaining in the black, and I have a few in this red color. It's not a bright cherry red. It's just a really nice heritage kind of looking red to that. Price of this, really attractive as well. Just $21.95 for the Harbor hat. And next product that we have, speaking about hats, we have, popular hat. And, you know, I'm quite surprised because on Facebook, you can sometimes see where your friends or followers are liking posts, and some, what is getting, at least coming on my news feed often, are companies advertising this hat, and some for a lot of money. And when I see somebody locally, a man saying, "Ooh, I like that," from a mail order place that are paying more, I try to get on there and say, "Hey, what you doing?" No, I don't say what you doing, but say, "Hey, I see you liked that post, and just so you know, our store has these amazing hats. I know many of you have gifted these and have had great feedback. Think about the others who might be interested in this, or you think might benefit by having a hat like this. So what's so exciting about this hat? Well, look at this. It has a built-in headlamp. It has 3 different settings, and on your head it is going to, as you move your head around, you're going to be able to see in the direction that your head is turning. So whether you're working on something in a dark place, whether it's indoors in the garage or outdoors, you always have the area illuminated. You can also be seen at night walking, clearing snow, whatever you may be doing. We also have them in children's, but we are talking about not the wee ones today, the he ones. And I should tell you, this comes out and you can wash this. It's made out of acrylic, but to recharge the headlamp, simply put that into a USB port and it'll recharge it. So a great gift to have. Christmas gift giving doesn't have to be that difficult, people, when you got great things like that. So I do have them in the black as well as the navy and red in stock. So the price of these are just $29.95, and those are sure bets. And somebody's going to be disappointed if they don't get one. So $29.95 for the adults, and they are unisex. So gals, if you're watching it and you would like one as well, put your order in for yourself. Next thing we have, if a little more serious, are these styles of hats. Okay, what's this? So I have these in sizes small, medium, large, and extra large, I believe. Yes, I do. And I have the medium on my head, which is sort of a medium-sized woman's head, and it fits comfortably well. It is made out of polyester on the outside, and it is has a waterproof, breathable, windproof membrane laminated to that. So you're not going to get wet wearing this, but it's also going to allow the moisture to escape, as well as keep you toasty warm. You can make it attach like that too, clip it together. But it also has a great feature because it has the reflective stripes as well, so you can be seen and be safe. And the price of these were $42.95, and I'll what am I $30. Okay, so super. I just was looking at a comment. My mom's going to take 3 hats with the lights. Super. We'll talk afterwards, Mom, in terms of what colors those are. So that you would like those hats in. So this particular one is what I said was $42.95, clearing up for $30. I have one in small, medium, large, and extra large. And just in a size large only, we have a similar style of hat, but this time with faux leather, which is the polyurethane. And it's a little big on my head. Not too big, but it's a little big. And toasty warm. I know some gentlemen have been in the store picking up the items that their spouse has ordered on the show, and they've commented they have hats from the store like this and how fantastic they really are. So they are tried and true, and it looks a little too shiny on the screen, but it does look like it's more of a worn kind of leather look to it with the faux fur on it. So toasty warm. And let's see. Next thing what we have are, so that's head. Let's think about toes. And I'm sad and I'm happy and sad and happy. What's that? What am I sad and happy about? Well, I'm very sad to know that after carrying this type of sock for over 20 years in our store, that they won't be able to, the manufacturer won't be able to produce socks quite the same come the new year. So these are socks that are made out of 70% kid mohair, which is the young ones, the goats of this Angora type of goat, which this is a very, very fine hair that makes the warmest, most comfortable, silkiest, durable sock that we have ever carried. And these are made in Canada. You got to love those. So in our family, we've been wearing them for years. And personally, that's all I wear in the winter. And I love them because you can wear them indoors and you don't get overheated, but then you go outside in the cold and you're out there for a long time. Your feet are still toasty warm when you're wearing them outdoors as well. They're naturally antibacterial, so you can wear them multiple days. Been done before. Often when you wash these, throw them in the washing machine. They recommend that you don't throw them in the dryer, although people do, but just that extra rolling around, just put some extra wear and tear on them, but they will last for years. Now, we learned that because the price of kid goat hair since the beginning of the pandemic to now has increased over 300%. So it was $26 a kilo. It's gone up to $90 a kilo. Teresa, the owner of the company, was smart at the start of the pandemic. She goes, I'm anticipating price increases. I'm going to order enough for 2 years. And she had to stretch to that because she had to pay for it up front, but she's running out of the kid goat hair. So next year she's going to manufacture them using a blend of kid goat hair and mohair. Just going to try that out. But what we know is the good stuff, that 70%, 30% sock combination is going to be gone. So many of you have learned about that earlier this fall, have ordered pairs, starting to wear the pairs, saying, oh my God, I wish I had known about this sooner. But not too late to get people socked up on socks. So they do make them in a variety of sizes, women's sizes and men's sizes. But in the men's size, the men's medium sock fits a man who wears a size 8 to 10 shoe. A large is 11 to 12 shoe. And for the first time in a long time, we did bring in some in extra large for larger feet. Now, you may have seen on the packaging there, it said that it was therapeutic sock, but we also have them in regular crew. Now, what's the difference between the two? Well, let me show you this. So the one here, the crew, you can see has a bit of elastic sized knit at the top, where the therapeutic does not. And so anybody who has circulatory problems, some swelling, want to wear these to bed or be a little more comfortable, might choose the therapeutic. They do not slip down. And thank you, Pamela. I know you're one of these people that just discovered these and came into the store wearing a pair of smart wool socks, saying, oh my God, your feet were cold. I said, well, you're buying a pair of these socks, put them on right now and see what you think. And it was like, oh my God, they're warm. And it was, thank you very much for sending me a text the next day or two after saying those are the absolute best. And thank you for your order for more. So great testimony to these being great socks. So what we have, so price of these are, whether they're crew or whether they are therapeutic, in sizes medium and large, there's $36 a pair. Because the extra large take more of that expensive kid mohair, these are $38 a pair. And if you're a woman who has a larger foot, the men's medium would fit you comfortably as well. So those are the kid goat hair socks, the mohair socks that are called thermo hair. But my favorite for everyday wear are these style, which are the anklets. And the anklets are $25 a pair. So those, great gift. More about socks though. We also have the popular red, we call these the red toe socks from GKS. And this is a blend of merino wool, polyester, acrylic, and so it's 24% merino wool. So merino wool is considered the premium of the wool that comes from sheep, where mohair comes from goats. Okay, so as Teresa, who was a guest on one of our shows this fall, a guest virtually, was explaining at a microscopic level the difference between wool and and mohair, where there are little barbs on wool. That's what gives us that little tickle, where the kid goat hair or just mohair has no barbs. It's just clean. And but of the wool, merino wool is considered your best option. So these are really well priced at $14.95 a pair. If I turn these inside out, you're going to see those loops. Those are called terry loops, and that's going to help trap the air in. I'm going to show you what I should have shown you on those kid mohair socks. That's what they look like inside. What I love about these socks as well is that they're not bulky. You can fit them into a regular pair of footwear. They're not going to make your footwear too snug. And I remember Jess, who used to work at my store for a number of years, was a downhill ski instructor, and she had used all sorts of socks. She knew about us having these before, but she was a late person to try them. Then she said, "Oh my God, Diane, those are the absolute best downhill socks I've ever worn." She was more inclined to buy downhill ski socks from downhill stores, or downhill ski shops, but only to discover this is a far better choice. People have made the choice of those going to the Arctic and the Antarctic, but I have so much great feedback for these. And these are the styles of socks that we just recently donated in a variety of sizes. 50 pairs went to the underground gym for them to distribute to kids who just might need them. And we're happy to do that. So let me know if you could use a pair of those as well. Next sock option. And these are lovely too. Oh my goodness. These I also wear. And they're a little thicker, a little bulkier, so I don't wear them in everyday footwear, but in a pair of winter boots I certainly do. And so if you have a little more room in your footwear, these would be a great choice as well. Kind of a little bit looser fitting if that is important to you as well. But these are made out of alpaca, and alpaca is very comfortable. I don't get that itch that I'm very sensitive. And, this princess, I'm very sensitive to but alpaca too doesn't have those barbs that are irritating. So the price of alpaca socks, toasty warm, little looser fitting, and to some people that is really important in their choice of socks. $32.95 a pair. Since the beginning of my store, and now it's 26 years old, people have struggled to find what's the greatest gift I can give someone, from my dad or my uncle or my grandpa. And we could keep going back to the socks. Oh my God, they would not indulge themselves by buying socks like this. But I tell you, if you buy them these socks, you'll never hear the end of it, how great they are and how much they appreciate it and how disappointed they are the next time there was birthday or Christmas and you failed to give them great socks. So don't underestimate the value of great socks. Next product we have, though, is from Outdoor Research, a brand that many of you have heard from here at the store. It's the only outdoor brand that I'm aware of that has an infinite warranty. Hang on to the receipt and the product bill would be warranted forever. And that just is testament to the quality of products that they do make. So what is in here as the zip sack? Well, this is really very, 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 very light. This is about the weight of tissue paper, practically. Maybe the zipper is heavier than anything here. It's made out of, you can see the pattern up there. That's a zip. It's called, oh my gosh, ripstop nylon. So that grid pattern helps in preventing it from tearing because it'll be stronger because of that grid. And really lightweight. It has a water resistant zipper. So this whole product too has been treated, so it is water resistant. Very lightweight. The seams inside have been finished off so that they're not going to fray. It has a couple of carrying handles, one on each side. This would be terrific for a shaving kit, a change, some clothing in there, a shoe bag, gals. This is not exclusively what I'm showing this evening, not exclusively for men, but this, if you're going to do any traveling or you want to be having compartmentalized things in a pack perhaps, or when you're trying to organize your things to fit into the carry-on luggage when you're going to board a plane because you don't want to pay the other fees, to try to keep things separate and organized and not offering a lot of weight. Great choice. The price of this is normally $30. I do have 4 remaining in stock. I'll clear them out for $20. So if you could use one of those, please let me know. So I'm going to set this aside, make me some more space, and keep going. This, I said before, I did a 2.5-hour Black Friday special, and that was a stretch. Well, in a period of 8 days, I'm going to try to do 4 of these shows and lots of products. So just keep stretching. It is these are interesting times in the world, and especially in retail, in the independent, smaller retail stores like mine. So next thing what I have is, spoke too soon. Hold on. Yes, I also have another little carrying case. I just have a few of these remaining, and this is for vitamins or pills, and it has a little outside zipper here. You can put something in there, but if you unzip this, what you have are compartments for your pills or your vitamins, and easy to help you keep track. Just about anyone, and I've just for a short while have been needing to take a pill daily, and I can't remember whether I took it or didn't take it, but now I've learned putting it in one of these compartments, I can keep track, and it's made life a lot easier. So what's the price of these? This was part of Black Friday special. I'm just down to the last 3. They were $15.95. I'm clearing them out for $10. So next item that we have for cold hands, no more cold hands. We have a pair of, from the company, GKS. We have a wonderful pair of very lightweight, really warm, heavy-duty mitts. Now, what I love about this, it's waterproof and breathable. It has a reflective band here. The palm is made out of goat skin. They're pre-curved, so easily to hang onto things quite easily. It has an adjustable webbing portion here to cinch those if you would like. You can also, there's a draw cord here on the gauntlet, so snow doesn't, or cold air doesn't have to go in through there. Inside though, there is a fleece glove. Some of you have discovered the value, how lovely it is to have a comfortable fleece glove rather than a mitt inside. The science behind that is it helps the moisture that your hands are producing. It helps wicks the moisture that's accumulating between your fingers, and it's going to keep your hands drier and therefore warmer. Very cozy. The insulation in here, so as I said, that's waterproof, breathable with a membrane to prevent it from getting wet. But the insulation is a blend of polyester and duck down, so very lightweight, very warm. They also have a little pocket here that is going to help ventilate, to help the moist air escape from inside the mitt. You can machine wash these, but you should hang them to dry. And but that little pocket, people have suggested a great place to put an outdoor card, a credit card, as well as we're thinking, because some companies have done this as well, putting in there a hand warmer. So the more science is that if there are veins very close to the surface of your skin on the top of your hand, so as the blood is flowing to your fingers, if we can heat it up on its way down, you're going to get your fingers much warmer. So we have these in sizes small, which will fit most women. We have them in size medium and large remaining. The price of this has actually come down from last year. Can you believe it? It is now $129.95 a pair. How did the price come down when there's so much inflation going on? Well, there were transportation problems, and the cost to get a container from overseas to Canada for distribution, the prices during the early parts of the pandemic were so sky high that the companies were putting premium add-on prices to their wholesale prices. So that's kind of settled back, or they got the pricing down. So we passed on that pricing to you. So let me know if you'd like a pair of the GKS down mitts, and I'll be happy to hook you up with a pair. And next thing we have, really, really popular, $12.95 for these people. If you're not buying these, I really don't understand it, because these are amazing. And I have them in sizes medium, large, and extra large remaining. Now the medium to me is a comfortable fit, a little looser fit, but certainly really quite comfortable. We have a rubber palm, so it's going to give you good grip, and you can see where it sort of covers your fingers as well. And then it has a synthetic knit top to it. Great for unscrewing stubborn jar lids. But inside of these, I'll show you. Can we get a focus on that? They're fuzzy fleece lined, which makes them so comfy. So anytime you're going to be doing things that you don't need, maybe a heavy pair of mitts, but you still want to have your hands warm, shoveling snow, cleaning your car off, especially when it's wet, snow and slushy, great to do it that way. When you're just doing odd jobs around the outdoors, best pair of mitts, gloves, I should say, is the feedback from people, and just $12.95. So have them in size small. I'm sorry, no, I'm out of small, medium, large, and extra large. And I know some gentlemen with extra large hands have trouble finding gloves that'll fit them. I have them for you. So think about them as well. How's everybody doing this evening? Are you making your list and checking it twice? And who has joined us since then? Remember to join us Thursday evening at 7 as well for Shop with Diane. I've thrown in a couple of extra shows this week as I looked at the calendar and realized I'm running out of time. So yesterday morning at 11, I did a special show called Gifts for the Wee Ones for Children. And if you haven't taken a look at that, and you may want to, even if you want to chuckle, because I brought the puppets out again as well. This evening we are focusing on gifts for the he ones, and so the men on your list. So welcome if you've sort of joined us part way through. If you missed some of it, you can always go back to the Take a Hike and Take Two Boutique Facebook page and look at previous shows, and or the Shop with Diane YouTube channel. Thank you, Linda. Yes, we try to help, and we will be donating more socks to those in need this year as well. So thank you for that. So that's a part of the reason why shopping local is important, is we're paying taxes, but unlike Amazon and some of the other companies around the world and other cities that people are ordering from, unfortunately, the donations aren't hitting our community groups and people in need. So let's see, carrying on. Oh, I was talking about these hand warmers. We also have toe warmers. So inside here is 2 hand warmers. They're disposable, but it's going to produce heat, each one of them, for 10 hours. And if I open this up, it's going to be like a large size tea bag, and its contents inside each bag is a combination of carbon, vermiculite, salt, and what else? I keep it's on the packaging someplace. Salt. Did I say salt before? But that when you have that combination together, vermiculite, carbon, salt, and I don't know. But what happens is you introduce oxygen to it, and there's a chemical reaction, and it produces heat. So it's going to take about 15 minutes to 30 minutes to get to its highest temperature, but they will stay warm. And so whether you open one and slip it in one mitt and into the other, or wear them both, these are great for emergency use. Whether you are out ice fishing, snowmobiling, shoveling the snow, and you got to get it done, and your hands are cold, and you should go in, but you don't have time, and you don't want to get frostbite, those would be handy for that. Also, some of our customers have purchased them with the idea that should they see somebody in our community in need and in cold, just stopping by and offering these to them. Very kind. They are $2 each, and for a package of 2. And the toe warmers, these look sort of more of heel shaped, each one of them. So the intention is to put them into your front of your footwear. And the price of these are $2.25 for a package of 2 of those. So the toe ones will stay warm for 8 hours. Maybe that's because they don't expect as much oxygen down by your toes. I don't know. But that's what we have for that. Something I've never shown before, and from the company Loci, that makes I showed the other day on the children's ones, actually. Thank you, Dale, for your order of hand warmers. Loci is a company that makes bracelets with a white bead and a black bead. And look at this. So this style here doesn't have the rubberized beads, but we have metal beads in either a gunmetal finish. Can I focus on that? Gunmetal, or in silver, and it has a cord that can be extended or shortened. So the significance of the white bead is inside the white bead is water from Mount Everest, which is considered the highest point on Earth. Inside the black bead is mud from the Dead Sea, where it is the low point on Earth. So it says that, so the white one is water from Mount Everest. Sometimes you're on the top of the world to stay humble. And with mud from the Dead Sea, it's sometimes you've hit a low, stay hopeful. So it is helping you remember those important messages. And they come in a little storage bag. And so a great piece of unisex jewelry, but I think this is kind of so appropriate for a men's piece of jewelry and done that way. And really a great one. They come in 2 sizes, a small medium, that's one size, and a large, extra large in the other side. So we have those metal ones from metal bracelets, $64.95 in either of the sort of stainless steel silver look or the gunmetal look to those. So like that. Okay, so I think those are really great choice. And bracelets are, not only are they sort of a finishing look and accessory, but we attach great meaning to them. And I know when I've been gifted a bracelet, I am reminded that I am not alone, that somebody cares, and it's sort of a great thing of connection. And speaking of those other styles that I had for $26, clearing them for $20, my mom Elsie bought a couple yesterday, and she put a combination of a silver and a gunmetal one together in that. It looks great. I'm meant to take a photograph to share that with you. So my mom is a fashion trendsetter. So let's see, next thing we have from the same company are some other bracelets I've not shown before. And these are glass beaded ones from Loki as well, done in a similar way. So can open or can expand them or shorten them with the glass beads. Almost looks like sea glass the way they're finished, and in this amber and in the blue. And when I put the two together, to me, that also reminds me of the colors of Ukraine, to stay hopeful. So maybe that's a nice gift to give to someone who is of Ukrainian heritage. And the combination of the two would be beautiful. But this is unisex as well with this combo. And the price of the glass beaded ones are $49.95. And there we go. Being of Ukrainian heritage, as my mom's pointing out, these are absolutely beautiful. So let me know if those would interest you as well. And finally, from that company, I do have some remaining bottles, hot, cold water bottles that will keep hot for 12 hours and cold for 24 hours, stainless steel. And as it reminds you when you take the lid off, oops, can we focus? Stay humble, stay hopeful. It's got a really comfortable silicone rubber side to it. It'll fit nicely into a cup holder, a beverage holder in your vehicle. Really slim, really comfortable, really professional looking too. And so the price of these were $49.95, but I'm clearing. I've got a few left only, and the price of these are marked down to $29 each. So I think just a really lovely gift for a gentleman could be the combo of a bracelet with a water bottle. It's kind of classy and practical. So I'll set those aside for you. Next thing we have are I showed this on the show for the wee ones. This is for everybody, and I can't say enough how terrific these are. So we have a series of plasticized cards that will show you, in this case, 12 fishing knots that you can do, and these will be 24 outdoor knots you can do, and those are $8.95. But if you want it in a bit of a kit, the outdoor knots with cord and a couple of carabiners is $15.95. So what does that look like? So got some carabiners, some colored cord, and this is going to show you just how to do a variety of knots. And using the cords, you're going to be able to do those, and those are going to come in handy for all sorts of things. So great value, great activity, and people are going to do this. You know, it's not going to go to waste. People are going to do this and appreciate this and develop some skills as well. So those are the knot tying kits. Let me know if you're looking for the fishing one, the outdoor one, or the outdoor ones with the cord and carabiners. And I'll be happy to set those aside. How do you do it? In the comment section, just claim the item. Let me know that you're interested. After the show, I'll just confirm the availability. And or you can call me at this number at 628-4334 or text me at that number. You can private message me, but you're going to have to come by and pick those up, whether you are going to do that in person. So I'm going to show you our schedule for the next couple of weeks coming up as I'm doing the show this evening. Tomorrow we have curbside pickup from 12 to 3. You can come by the store and do some shopping 11 to 4. There is some snow on the way, so keep an eye on that. But Thursday night we're going to have, I think, more snow, but Shop with Diane again, and you can do some pickups on Friday and Saturday as well. I may need some help in the store on Saturday, so if anybody would like to be my co-pilot that day, please let me know. On Monday and Tuesday, I'll have curbside pickups. Wednesday, come back and shop. Thursday, the show, and Friday, and then it's Christmas Eve, and I won't be here. Let's see. So I'm going to take that schedule away and continue on with in the show. And let's see. Oh, great. Dale uses her knot tying when she's camping. She's turned into quite the adventurer and camper, and getting stocked up through watching the show and making purchases. And there we go. Next thing we have is, get rid of this. Next thing we have is one of our most popular items. Yes, it's not tick season right now, but this is also for mosquitoes and black flies and so on. It's not a DEET product. It's a product that is made by Bayer. It was developed in Germany, first approved in Europe. Unlike DEET that is often used and effective for ticks and mosquitoes and so on, DEET is carcinogenic. You really shouldn't use it on young children. Use it sparingly. It can melt plastics. This can be used for young children. Doesn't melt plastics. And it's $19.95 a container, and a great thing to pop into anyone's sock, I would think. The other thing we have is if people are out and about in the water doing some fishing, wouldn't a pair of floating sunglasses be a great gift choice? From a local company called Expex, we have polarized floating sunglasses. Polarization is really helpful too, not just with the water from that glare that you might be getting normally with other glasses. This will stop the glare. But it's also good for the glare from snow. So on a bright sunny day on the snow, if you're outdoors, you're going to really appreciate a polarized pair of sunglasses. The materials that these are made out of are lighter than the density of water, so they're going to float. So we have them in a few different styles that would be more suitable for men, perhaps. But we have several for women. The price of these are $50 a pair. The company is Expex, and it includes a glass cleaning cloth is that as well. Out on the water too, you might be seeing a loon or two, but not maybe right now. And we have been for 26 years carrying a product called the Loon Flute. And the Loon Flute was developed in northern Minnesota. It comes with an instruction sheet that will teach you how to play this. But what you do is blow into this end, and as you move it, the slider back and forth, it changes the notes. So there are 4 calls that the loon makes. It sounds, a loon call is like this. That's the wail, the tremolo, the yodel, and the hoot. So I'm going to do the wail. You can see the call is noted there. It instructs me in the instruction sheet to move the slider from position 1 to 2 and back to 1 again. So I'm going to blow lightly. I usually don't have time to practice those other ones, but great instruction sheet. It does caution you in May and June not to be playing it on the water because it's the nesting and breeding period of the loon, but over the winter months you certainly can. What a great gift for the family. And I have heard back from several gentlemen who've purchased them or received them as gifts and have enjoyed them immensely. So next thing we have is, I'm going overtime, but I'm taking advantage of this because I have so many products, and if I don't take the time to show people, and you know what? Nobody says it has to be an hour. We kind of started that way. Maybe this ends up being 2-hour shows, and people tune in if they like. But the next item is, and I do appreciate any time that people spend because, oh my gosh, you are the most amazing group of people who watch the show. I've got to meet many of you in person, and you are the kindest hearted. You are so appreciative. You are appreciate the knowledge, the education. You are just amazing individuals. And to think that I am occupying your time on a regular basis, I'm very humbled by that. So we have this product really popular. It's a plasma lighter, a dual arc plasma lighter. What does that mean? Well, if I open this, pop it open. This is a waterproof container, and you charge it. So I'm going to press this actually. Where am I pressing? Okay, right there. You see that? There's 2 electrical arcs, and that is going to start a fire. And these aren't going to blow out in the wind, and they're waterproof. And how is that battery charged? Well, it comes with a USB cable, so you can charge it that way. It's good for, I understand, 100 fire starts, but I would recharge it before then. The cord is called a tinder cord. If you peel back the outer layers to this, there's tinder that'll help you get a fire started. There's also a flashlight on, let's see, a flashlight on this end as well. These are just $35, and so it can be used in all weather, hot, cold, rainy weather, hot, dry weather, you name it. It's a guy gadget. It's a gal gadget, but guys love gadgets. That's what I know. And so just $35 for the plasma lighter. Okay. Next thing we have, because as I said, guys love gadgets, but this is even for the most, somebody who I appreciate really great quality products. This is a really great quality product. And this is called the Puck 150. And it is a flashlight, a charger for your electrical devices. It is a flashlight, but it's powered using solar energy or a USB port. How it works, this here looks like 2 hockey pucks. There, it can hang up, or this can become set down like this. If I push the on button, what we do is we have a flashlight. If I hold it for 2 seconds, it becomes a strobe feature. So it can be hung up, or as I said, it can be leaned on that way and sort of become a spotlight. Now, if I open it up, we also have a lantern, a very bright lantern, which is 150 lumens in terms of light intensity. And it is going to be seen 80 meters is how long it could be visible. On high beam, it's going to last for 8 hours of illumination. On low beam, 40 hours. It is waterproof, and it will hold its battery charge for 7 years, and has a lifetime warranty on this. So this is, oh, and when I said it's a charger, so there's, first of all, the solar panel is there. If I open up this compartment, it does come with the USB cable, so you can charge it that way, but it also has a second spot, and that's where you can charge your cell phone or your camera or other device in there to give it a charge. So using the sun's rays to charge your phone. This is a great emergency piece of gear, great for the boat, great for camp, cottage, great for the snowmobile. You never know when you're going to use this. $64.95. So a terrific, terrific item. I'm going to just keep going. I'm not going to make it the 2-hour marathon, but I'm going to keep going because there's lots of options for men. And next product we have is one of our top selling items of all times, well, last year anyway, but it's always been popular in past years as well. This is a monocular, not a pair of binoculars, but a monocular. So very, very lightweight, comes with a carrying case, and it is going to magnify what you're looking at 8 times. You'll be able to see 8 times further. I've got an image here that I'm looking southward from my store towards Mild Street and across that vacant lot that we tore down an old house that was condemned. And so that's the scene looking south. But I took my camera and magnified the image 8 times. And so that was the building. Let me go back to there. That's the building on the left. And that's what it looks like. So that's the kind of image you're going to get from using a monocular like this. So great for birding, great for looking at the neighbors, great when you're traveling because you spend all that money and time to go and see things, but you only see a fraction of it you possibly can. Really well priced, $44.95. A great item for anyone. The other thing is when you're outdoors, you might need, and the bears in this part of the country should be sleeping right now. But Christmas is a time to get people some things that they don't need to use immediately. But for one's safety, what we have is counter assault bear spray. And this has capsaicin is the active ingredients, which is what is in peppers. And it is not going to create any permanent damage to any animal. But if I remove this yellow strap, and then which you would after you purchased it, you pull off this little white tab. It does glow in the dark. You pull that off and you give this a squeeze, and this is going to shoot, I believe it's 10 meters. Don't quote me on that. I need to double check that. But this is going to shoot a great distance and stop a bear from even a grizzly bear, a polar bear. It's so darn effective. So these you can't take on board a plane. So just a note in regards to that. But if you needed to carry it with you, what are you going to do? Stick this in your pocket. That's why we have it coming with a holster. And on the back of the holster, this will go, your belt can go through this. So you can just have it handy for yourself. And great time to get people equipped. And one thing, I know this is a bit of a generalization, but a lot of men like to think that they're the protectors. And I'm sure, and many of them have been filling that role in a number of situations. But this is just one more thing that they can keep themselves and their family and friends safe if need be. So that is the counter assault bear spray, and the price of that is $64.95. Okay, here is a product that we have sold for years and years and years and years and years and years, probably over 20 years, and people love it. Men love it. And when they come in, they tell me how much they enjoy this because it extends and they can get that itch all by themselves. They don't need to employ you to help with that itch. And ladies have told me that it also is helpful in reaching up to the top shelf at a grocery store to get things down, or in the kitchen that way. These are just $8.95, and they are extendable bear claw back scratchers. And I currently have them in 3 color options in red. Oh, that's kind of Christmassy. Red, green, and black. So let me know if you would be interested in a back scratcher. Thank you, Jessica, for your order for a monocular. Appreciate it. And Dale, you as well. You won't be disappointed. They are just amazing. So another thing that men and women enjoy, but this is a time to get, some people give gifts because they like them too. And so if they give it to somebody, they get to enjoy it as well. And so what we have is both a 6-cup and a 12-cup stainless steel coffee percolator. So open this up, and what we have is a little basket where you can put your coffee grounds in, and put the water in, put it on the stove, let it perk, and you got yourself a great 6 cups of perked coffee or 12 cups of perked coffee. And the price of this is, for the 6-cup one is $54.95. The 12-cup one is $84.95. And I have to tell you that I have done away for daily use my Keurig to make 1 cup of coffee or 2. Oh my goodness, I use this. I use this. What is this? It's I demoed it, and I liked it so much that it just makes a great cup of coffee. It's from GSI. It's called the Coffee Rocket. So it just sort of fits into a cup if you need it to. But a Coffee Rocket is a little funnel, a little cup with, has a couple, how many? 4 small little holes in the bottom. And then on the bottom, what we have is a stainless steel screen filter, and it fits into this little bottom that plugs that hole that you may have seen. And you open this up, and it sits, it's very stable and sits on the cup like that. But what you would do is you would put your coffee grounds in there like that. You would pour water into the upper, and it'll slowly drip down. And for making a cup of coffee, I might have to refill it to about that level a second time. And it's delicious. It's absolutely one of the best cups of coffee for $14.95. And it's very simple to clean up. It's environmentally very friendly to do it this way rather than Keurig cups or filters that you're tossing away. So this is be great for anyone who's doing some traveling, using it at home, using it at the office. I can't say enough good things about this. And just $14.95. So if you would like the Coffee Rocket at $14.95, please let me know. Did you notice the cup? I also have Father Christmas cups, and these are just $8.95. So if you have Father Christmas in your home, you might want to give him that. I also have Mother Christmas as well, just saying. So at $8.95. So speaking of liquids and water and so on, we have the classic Nalgene water bottles that are BPA free, dishwasher safe. They are made out of recycled materials as well, break proof in a leak proof lid to them. And this bottle here is 32 ounces or a liter of hold. It's the a specific makeup in plaid, which is pretty cool. But this one here, somebody needs a lot of water, wants to have a lot of water. This is going to be 48 ounces of water. And when we've had a store on Bay Street, we were able to get these in at that time. They would keep flying off the shelf because people who knew water and water bottles saying, I never see those. Oh my God, I so want one. So if you want to have, be really impressive, one of these, and you could fill this up with all sorts of things to make it a Christmas gift if you wish. We've also experimented, remember Sean on our staff, by just putting a light in here, This becomes a lantern, a waterproof lantern that could float. All sorts of possibilities with something like this. So the price of the larger one is $24.95, $21.95 for the other. And I am getting close to the end of the show, but still have more to say. And these snowshoes are the U.S. military style of snowshoes that are the hardest things to find. And with aircraft cable that has been covered with not plastic, but a coating to it. Very lightweight, offers some traction here, and very durable. When men who are familiar with these say, "Oh my God, where do you get those?" Because you can't find those, and they're so amazing. They were $210 a pair. I'm sorry, and I'm clearing the last pair out for $110. So you better have some of the men in your life watch this show. Maybe they're going to be the guys who look really good in that sweater that I showed at the beginning, who could use a new pair of cool pants. But have them watch to the end of the show too, because we have great pair of snowshoes that I know that they're going to love. And you don't have to maintain those. Where a wooden pair, you would have to periodically varnish them with a waterproof marine type varnish to keep them going. And yes, Dale, you're going to love the coffee rocket. I'm going to set one aside for you for sure. And I'm showing you my best stuff. And those who watch the show regularly know that, or have shopped in my store, know that I want to find good stuff, and can trust me that I'm doing my homework on it. So from Outdoor Research, the brand that has the infinite warranty on their products, we have only larger sizing left of the Outdoor Research Gator. So Gator is something that you would put on that wraps, goes from your knee down to the top of your boot, and straps underneath your bottom of your boot, and it is going to prevent debris, snow, anything getting into your footwear. So even if you had a shorter pair of hiking boots and you put these on, it's going to be like a pair of snow boots or a pair of almost rubber boots. And the size, I have them in two different versions of them. This one is called the Crocodile, and it has on the upper of it has laminated behind. The outer fabric is Gore-Tex, a waterproof breathable membrane that is tried and true. And at the bottom, though, for durability, it has Cordura, which is almost ballistic. So if somebody's going to be heavy duty in the bush, wanting, never to worry if this is going to be destroyed, this is the choice. And in terms of sizing, this is appropriate it's a size extra large, and it's going to fit a shoe that fits. If a man wears a size 11 to 13 shoe, it's going to fit him, the Crocodile. The price of those originally were $95, clearing them out for $50. And then just in a little bit of a lighter weight material, more appropriate for hiking, occasional outdoor use, in the snow, in the tall, wet grass. Something like this is terrific. And I do have 2 pairs of the Crocodile remaining in black. In this particular style, I have 1 pair in blue and 1 pair in black remaining. You can see the price. It was $66 just for $35. And we also have from Start to Carry a line of products made in North Vancouver. It's called Warm Buddy, and is the company. We have shoulder wraps, we have warming blankets, we have little stuffed animals that are stuffed with what? Milled rice. And milled rice is what you can do is you can put this in the microwave. These are made in Vancouver, and they will heat up. Unlike beans or corn or peas or wheat that you might, or oats that you might put into some of these heating blankets and things. Milled rice does not give off an odor, plus it has longer longevity, where the others start to break down and stop performing. These will go for years with the milled rice. But also added to this is aromatherapy, where it's a combination, I believe, of lavender. I think there's some cinnamon in here, maybe eucalyptus. So it's aromatherapy, heat or cold therapy, because you could put this in the freezer as well for cold. But it produces a moist heat. This particular one here is what it does is going to help you help you with stress and any pain that you might be experiencing. So as it was pictured here, yes, you can wear it around your neck, but this one also comes with a strap that you can wear this and have it around your back, which back pain could be something that somebody is trying to cope with. This company in Vancouver is owned by a retired nurse who was looking for a safe way to deal with pain and stress. So those for the sport therapy wrap, those are $60 for one of those. But I also should mention that I did say about a shoulder wrap, and the shoulder wrap from that company on one side is sort of chocolate brown. The other side of this one is black. So the weight of this as well, because it's almost 4 pounds in weight, its acupressure is going to be part of the therapeutic benefit of this. The heat that is going to, the moist heat that's going to be produced after you put it in the microwave is going to be very therapeutic. And people are holding a lot of tension in their neck and so on, and this is providing really great relief to that. So the price for a shoulder wrap is $55. There's a customer who hadn't been to the store before, popped in on Saturday, was into Reiki, into all sorts of things. And when I showed her this, she goes, that is what she's asking her family for, is the shoulder wrap. So I know our customers are loving it, but stress in the shoulders, it's for both genders. And did I not say earlier in the show, some of the best things to give for Christmas gifts or any time of gifts is things that you too could share in after you've gifted them. So the final thing finally on tonight's show is I've ordered from the company for the first time these. And the men on your list, what I'm finding as people are aging, that circulation seems to decline and people are suffering from really cold feet. So I showed you the various socks we have, and I'm going to tell you, I really can't show you anything better than that over all those years. Those are the best options. So don't keep thinking you're not going to listen to me and you're going to find something different and better. If you did, please let me know. But to this point, I think those are the best, especially those kid hair, mohair, thomer hair socks. But if that's not enough, you do need to have, if you can't produce the heat, then what is there for the sock or any of your clothing? You can't trap heat if you're not producing heat. So what we have here are some booties, warm booties from the company Warm Buddy as well, with a rice pack here that you can put it in and slip this into these slippers and warm up your feet that way. And they come in 2 sizes. So I've selected here the large, extra large for the men's show this evening. And the price of these warm booties is $70. And there's a point where gifts are just simply about adding to quality of life. And people aren't necessarily wanting more stuff, but they want to be able to be more comfortable in enjoying everyday life. And I'm thinking many of the products that I've shown here this evening are just that. Great value, tried and true and tested, and available here right now from my store, Take a Hike and Take Two Boutique. So if you like to, let's see, just going to put a couple comments in terms of the shoulder wrap. Barb, they're loving hers, and Dale is just commenting on how awesome the line is. Thank you for your testimonials, folks. Much appreciated. I'm going to put back up the schedule that we have in terms of when you can come by to pick up your items. When I say curbside pickup too, number of you are wanting to make selections for cocktail bombs here at the store. So I invite you to come in and check out those when the store is open for shopping. Remember, it's a time, the pop-in shops that you can try on if you're shopping for men's pants or women's clothing. Our women's clothing is all 40% off here in the store. So plenty of opportunities to come by. And let me just take that off of there. Plenty of opportunities to come by. So thank you. Don't forget to share the video. If you missed part of it, go back and watch it. There was a show yesterday morning, shopping gifts for the wee ones. Tonight it's the gifts for the he ones. And Thursday at 7 o'clock, swing back again and I'll show you aच of stocking stuffers. So thank you everyone very much. And I am going to just say good night and wrap up the show with the video that I started the show with, because some of you missed it, and I like to get a little bit of a jingle going on. So good night, everyone. Stay safe, and
dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleigh song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, the story I must tell went out into the snow. And on my back I fell. The gent was riding by in a one-horse open sleigh. He laughed as there I sprawling lie, but quickly drove away. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh.
good night, jingle bells.